very good evening. You're watching Brass Tacks. I'm Akanksha Swaroop and we're coming live to you from CNN News 18 Primetime Studio presented by Green Lamb Laminates. The Delhi police on Thursday arrested and deported a Bangladeshi national living in India under fake documents in an ongoing crackdown on illegal migrants. With this latest arrest, the Delhi police have now arrested and deported at least 30 illegal Bangladeshi migrants in the last 3 days alone. The series of arrests are part of a 2-month verification drive launched by the Delhi police to identify, even deport illegal migrants following Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena's directive for the same. Political parties are now clashing over illegal migrants and voter manipulation allegations just ahead of Delhi's assembly polls. A war of words has erupted in the national capital, this over the issue of illegal migrants residing in Delhi. Political parties are accusing each other of using these migrants as a potential voter base and providing them shelter for electoral gains. As a result, the issue of illegal migrants has become key topic in the run-up to the Delhi Assembly elections. Moreover, Bengal's Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today stepped in by slamming the centre. She says that the issue of illegal immigration from Bangladesh is the responsibility of the BSF, not her administration. The political war of words has escalated further in the national capital. This after the Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal penned a letter also to RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat questioning RSS support to BJP. Now, in the latest, Congress leader Sandeep Dixit has slammed Arvind Kejriwal for AAP's letter to the RSS. He has called it contradictory to the party's anti-RSS stance and also jibed that besides the Bharatiya Janata Party, if there is one party with the Sanghis, it is the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, coming to the core issue of illegals that's dominating the headlines today, the timing of Delhi police's crackdown on illegal Bangladeshis is particularly of importance. Why so? More so after Kejriwal stirred the hornet's nest by demanding that Union Minister Hardeep Puri be arrested, and he blamed him and Home Minister Amit Shah for settling the Rohingyas in Delhi. Who is responsible for the illegal influx? That's the moot question that we will be debating tonight. And with that, let me introduce our esteemed panelists today. I'm joined in by Pradeep Bhandari, who's the national spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Kushagra Saxena, who's the spokesperson for the Congress Party, Dr. Shelly Oberoi, who's the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, and Ms. Smrita Prakash, who we all know is the editor of ANI. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. Let's get the facts straight. Pradeep, if I may begin with you, the biggest allegation of the day has come in from Mamata Banerjee, who says that this is the blueprint of the union government because your BSF, she in fact refers to BSF as belonging to the centre, which it is of course, is allowing Bangladeshi infiltration, and this is a deliberate attempt to destabilize the peace in Bengal in fact.
Well, Kansha, the facts are that out of 2,216.7 kilometers of border, we've already fenced 81.5% of it. The Honorable Home Minister has categorically said that it is the West Bengal administration, in particular Mamata Banerjee's party, for vote bank compulsions. Her administration is allowing making of fake voter ID card racket in Bengal, and we've seen that being exposed by repeatedly in the last few months. And if you recall and remember the statement of Bobby Hakim, who said that he wants to see a Muslim majority Bengal, and if you recall how Humayun Kabir wants to drown the Hindus in Bengal, it is absolutely clear that the TMC wants to attempt to do so by illegally getting the Rohingyas and giving them fake voter ID card. Now, our intent has been always clear. In 2021, if you recall, when the Rohingya issue was there, we had taken a stand, and that is also a stand which we had taken in the court, that we do not believe in providing any sort of A, voter ID cards, B, ration to the Rohingyas. It was Amantullah Khan during the time of COVID distributing rations to the Rohingyas and 10,000 rupees to the Rohingyas. And our charge is the following. How is it possible that the Aam Aadmi Party, in particular Mr. Sanjay Singh, is a voter from two constituencies, Tilak Nagar and Harinagar? How is it possible that Mahesh Kumar, who has been a mayor, has his wife's voter ID card in the name of Mamta and Nidhi both? And if you recall, it is not a charge that we are only making. In 2015, Mr. Kejriwal had said that 8 lakh fake voters have been registered in Delhi. So if Mr. Kejriwal in 2015 believes so that fake voter IDs have been registered in Delhi, how Mr. Kejriwal in 2025 can deny that when we are raising that allegation? And in 10 seconds, I will complete. Recall August 2013 when Sheila Dikshit was in Delhi and Congress was in power in UPA. 13 lakh fake voters were removed from the electoral list by the Election Commission in Delhi in run up to the elections in assemblies of Delhi. So that happened in 2013. So if we are bringing some facts in front of the Election Commission,
right,
why is the Aam Aadmi Party getting racketed? It is because that Amatullah Khan runs the fake voter ID racket and backs the Rohingyas.
All right, that's a massive allegation coming in. Dr. Shelly Oberoi, what is the harm if bogus voters are being removed? And, going by what Arvind Kejriwal said, that, Hardeep Puri and Amit Shah are the ones who are settling these Rohingyas. Now when there's a crackdown happening, what's the problem? Where is the problem, in fact?
Thank you, Kanksha. Hello, everyone. And as the BJP spokesperson said that Aam Aadmi Party is responsible for the settling of the Rohingyas. But I think it is the center who is responsible for the settlement of those people in different parts of India, in different parts of Delhi. Because of the center, they allowed them to enter Delhi and allow them to enter India illegally, crossing the 6 states, and then they are coming to Delhi. And when they reach Delhi, the central government provide them houses and officially help them to settle there. That is a proof. The tweet which was done by Hardeep Puri ji, that is a proof. He himself accepted that. He himself accepted that they are welcoming Rohingyas in the capital city of Delhi, and then they are going to provide them EWS houses, and they're also ready to provide them the basic amenities as well as the police protection. So I think Hardeep Puri ji should be arrested immediately, and then we will get the exact data.
No,
and
I have a question. Priyank Kanugu of the NHRC went to the Delhi shelter. Who gives these refugees space in Delhi shelters? Are you saying that they don't come under your government?
What a security force? Are they?
It is becoming a classic. It is becoming a classic. Every time you pose a question to Aam Aadmi Party, Pat comes a reply. What about? And it is classic whataboutery. It is classic whataboutery.
Voter people who are being added in the voter list. After the 2 months review process, how the Bharatiya Janata Party is doing in different constituency of Delhi. What happened in the New Delhi in the past few days? More than 100 voters were deleted from the voter list, and approximately 7,500 fake voters
I just want to ask you,
after the 2 months of the review process,
Dr. Shelly Oberoi, Delhi is about to go into election. I am sure that Delhi's Janata wants to know what did the ruling party do. Would you not want to also address the anti-incumbency sentiment? What did the Delhi government do? And I'm asking you particularly, let's talk about these Delhi shelter homes to stop the
Delhi
refugees.
government has been successfully done all their promises, fulfilled all their promises, whether it is associated with school, good education, good hospital
I wish Priyank Kanugu would concur with that. I wish Priyank Kanugu of NHRC would concur with that. But Mr. Kanugu himself said that there was nothing being done, and he himself interacted.
Bharatiya Janata Party is playing a dual phase. They are doing creating a false narrative of blaming Aam Aadmi Party for everything. What they have done in the past few days, I think now even every citizen of our country knows that they are playing a dual phase.
You are lying, first of all. First of all, Shelly, you need to apologize to spread fake news on air. This is Mr. Hardeep Puri's tweet on 17th August 2022, and he categorically has said that the Home Ministry's position on Rohingya is final. So stop lying. Your party has apologized in the court. Mr. Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh has apologized in the past for leveling fake allegations. So I would appeal to you, stop leveling fake allegations, and if you are clear on Rohingya, will your party officially support an NRC? That is my charge. Because when the NRC was being attempted to be implemented, you opposed it. And why have you backed Amatullah Khan, who is distributing 10,000 rupees to Rohingyas? Stop lying.
Protect in Hinduism, and on the other side,
stop lying, Shelly. Stop lying. Amatullah Khan is openly backing the Rohingyas. The Delhi police is cracking down every single day. Akanksha, if she's serious on the Rohingya issue, will her party back an NRC?
You people are ordering demolition of temples.
Dr.
So-
Oberoi, there's still not a clear-cut response coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party, especially when it comes to these dual registrations of Mr. Sanjay Singh and his wife as well.
See, in the name of Rohingyas, what BJP is doing is BJP is deleting the votes of our brother and sister who belong from Purvanchal.
Stop
The
lying.
Purvanchal brother and
Stop
sister-
lying again.
See,
If you were
on the
so
name-
serious
no,
about
in
the
name of
Purvanchalis,
Rohingyas,
you would
in
have
name of
cleared
people,
the, you would have cleaned
people are
Yamuna.
deleting
No,
the
why?
votes of
I,
all the people
I
who
challenge
support
her.
the party.
Name one.
Because BJP
Name
knows
one
that
genuine
they are
voter which has
you
been
are
deleted.
failed.
I want to bring in
You are
Kushagra.
failed
I want to bring in
and-
Kushagra.
The Aam Aadmi Party is a fake news
Kushagra,
party.
I want to bring you in. You know, everybody is saying that why is this crackdown happening now? Given that this has been a problem that Delhi's been witnessing for over a decade, I'm sure you'll also agree, especially when the Congress party was in power.
Thank you, Kanksha, and wishing everyone a very happy new year. And let me clear one thing here. The tussle you're seeing between the BJP and Aam Aadmi Party, it actually clearly states that Delhi is in the worst phase right now because both are busy in the blame game. AAP is blaming BJP, BJP is blaming Aam Aadmi Party. No one is concerned and no one is talking a single thing about the citizens of Delhi. Since 2013, since the Congress government is out of power from Delhi, Delhi is in its worst phase. And once Delhi has been called as the world-class capital because it took 15 years under Sheila Dikshit ji's government. We have transformed the entire Delhi from a river state to a world-class capital. Delhi was became a model for every city and every part of the state in the entire nation. Even Prime Minister Modi and other BJP leaders and other opposition party people also praise Delhi. This is the problem with these two, that they are not concerned about Delhi. And when we are here to make them accountable, कि आप लोगों ने 12 साल में दिल्ली के लिए किया क्या है, what you have done and what you have delivered to my city. Because today in your panel, moreover a Congress
Saxena, I think you have not seen the report card of Aam Aadmi
let
Party
me complete.
for
I didn't
10
interfere in
years.
between. I will not let you speak if you don't, if you interrupting me. Just let me speak. Just let me speak.
Right. Go
Try
ahead,
to listen.
Kushag. Go
Try
ahead.
to listen. There was a time, when Delhi was was habitual to see the infrastructure development, whether it's a transformation of public transport, healthcare system. But from the last 12 years, there is not a single thing has been done in Delhi and
That's
for the
why he is
people of
aligned with
Delhi.
the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yeah, both the BJP and Aam Aadmi Party are here. And now it's been more than 12 years. BJP is in the center. Aam Aadmi Party
But
is in the
Akansha, if he is so
But what
much
they have-
caring for Delhi, why is he aligned with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab? Officially, he is in alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, Kushagra.
Let me complete.
No, but
sir.
you are in alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab.
Let me complete. We are talking about Delhi here.
So
not about
you
the
cannot
national
look at a
alliance
party in
or India
isolation.
alliance.
Why are you in
Yes,
why are you in alliance with a party which you are blaming in
You
Delhi?
know, Kushag,
Because
I think the question that's being raised.
Because the general election was based on the national interest. And
Arey,
here
abhi
we
in
are
the
talking
Chandigarh
about
poll, there
Delhi.
is no national
And we are
interest.
here-
Manish Tiwari
हम लोग
still
अभी
openly
state का
said you
बात
are in
कर रहे हैं।
alliance with the Aam
अभी
Aadmi
की अभी
Party.
हम लोग स्टेट का बात कर रहे हैं।
अरे आप आम
इसी
आदमी
तरह
पार्टी
की
आपके
बात
दिल्ली
करते
में
थे,
खराब है,
समझ
पंजाब में
नहीं
अच्छी है, ऐसे
मैंने-
थोड़ी हो
मैंने
सकता
आपके
है।
बीच में नहीं बोला था।
नहीं, पर आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं। आप उसके साथ अलायंस में, आप हमें मत ब्लेम करो, आप उनके साथ अलायंस में हो।
झूठ आप बोल रहे हैं।
कैसे आप
All right,
अलायंस
I
में
need to quickly
officially?
go across to Smita.
बता रहा हूँ आपको।
I'd like to go across to Smita. Smita, first of all, thank you so patiently for waiting
Akansha,
your turn.
this is the problem.
Smita, I want to ask you, when you look at this crackdown, whether it is the Chief Minister ordering for schools to do a roundup of who are these illegal Bangladeshi students in the schools, we've seen a drive being taken up by the Delhi police. Many are asking, why is suddenly this sort of drive being embarked upon? Is this the pressure of Delhi election? What was the centre and what was the state doing for the last 10 years?
Thank you, Akanksha, and a happy new year to you and to your viewers. I totally agree with you. We were told that there are 20 million, if I'm not mistaken, illegal Bangladeshis in India. So why are these drives being done now with 20 being caught, 10 being caught, 4 being paraded? It all seems really bizarre. But bizarre, I guess, is something which goes commonplace with Delhi now. What the people want is a solution to the problems, which is controlling the pollution, which is curbing crime, which is managing infrastructure, making a capital which 1.8 billion Indians should be proud of. If we are going to become a Viksit Bharat, that's something that we all want to be proud of. You have the Congress spokesperson on your show going on talking about the fantastic time of Sheila Dikshit. It's how many 2 decades since she lost the election, and they're still clinging on. And those decision makers in the Congress party are people who have lost election after election in Delhi, and they are asked to manage elections in other states. You have the Aam Aadmi Party writing to the RSS, which is so weird anyway.
Absolutely.
This kind of Noora Kushti doesn't make sense. And then you have them talking about farmers' agitation while sitting in Delhi. How many farmers in Delhi? Why are you talking about farmers' agitation in Delhi? And then you have the BJP, which has not got its act together for 25 years. When was the last time that you had a chief minister face for this city? You're campaigning, you don't have a face. How many elections are you going to lose by just cribbing and complaining about Arvind Kejriwal? And then you have Arvind Kejriwal, who's made it clear that he's going to be chief minister. So you have a woman chief minister after 2 decades who's just a placeholder. What is it showing? It's just showing that Delhi is so ill-served by its politicians. When you land in Delhi, your eyes are smarting. You land in Raipur, Kanpur, Thiruvananthapuram, anywhere. It is so pleasant. It is green. It's beautiful. The roads are good, clean, swachh, absolutely.
And politicians, the analogy that comes to mind is politicians running around like headless chickens. I think what perhaps caught my attention was that letter that was penned by Arvind Kejriwal. It's also become a letter war of sorts. Dr. Shelly Oberoi, the Aam Aadmi Party Chief Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is in fact being accused of being a Sanghi now that he's penned that letter. I'd like your thoughts.
First of all, I would like to comment what Smita just said that about the farmers. Let me tell you, India is the second largest producer of the farm output, and it contributes a lot to the economy. It contributes a lot to the gross value added and provide livelihood to approximately 42%.
Exactly. Then why are you not implementing when the centre is bringing schemes?
BJP
when the centre brings schemes, तब आप उसको implement नहीं करेंगे.
And Bharatiya Janata Party has been so arrogant then at that time when the farmers were protesting, they were protesting and fasting unto death. At that time, why Bharatiya Janata Party was so silent? At that time, because they wanted to reintroduce a controversial 2023 farm black laws under the guides of the National Policy Framework on
All right, tell me now, Dr. Shelly Oberoi, what is stopping the Delhi government from implementing when the centre does come up with good welfare schemes?
Families of 700 farmers who lost their lives during the protest.
Now let's talk about what the cabinet has done for the farmers. Will you work in tangent with the centre? But I am going to take that back with Smita. Smita, whether it is the Ayushman Bharat scheme, the BJP has already accused them of not implementing it. They could have easily taken it forward. Or now you look at the scheme that's being launched for the farmers that Shivraj Singh Chauhan has in fact appealed to the Chief Minister that please go ahead. Do you not think that whether it is the elderly, whether it is the Dalits or even the farmers, is the Janta of Delhi now becoming collateral damage to this sort of face-off between what the centre is doing and what's happening in Delhi?
So it's not a question of whether the schemes, they're not worried about the schemes. It's just become a political hot potato. I mean, you have Arvind Kejriwal saying that why is the BJP so arrogant? Why doesn't it talk to the farmers? And then what happens? The Delhi chief minister says that it's like Dawood talking about non-violence. So what is the win-win situation? Talk or don't talk. If you talk, then you are a Dawood Ibrahim. If you don't talk, then you're arrogant. So it's neither way can the BJP win in this course.
No,
So
I'll tell you why they can win, because tomorrow itself Prime Minister will be visiting the slum rehabilitation program in Ashok Vihar, where a certain number of slums have now been converted into flats. The BJP can totally milk this to their advantage and say that, look, we've delivered what we promised.
See, all this is fine. This is something that happens during elections. But the people of Delhi are not impressed with this last minute things which are happening. They really I think most people have made up their minds. Frankly, there are no, this thing of undecided voters is something which I think we saw in Haryana elections, we saw it in the Maharashtra election. It is not the undecided voter, it is the silent voter. And I think most people have, in the city at least, have decided way back that, this is not something that they are, the unsightly and polarized battles that they saw happening all through 2024 is something that's going to repeat in the next few weeks in 2025. And that's something that they don't want happening in Delhi. I think everybody's sick and tired of this polarization and these fights which are happening, ugly fights which are happening. And as I said, the most odd thing was this letter written by Aam Aadmi Party to Mr. Bhagwat.
Which Dr. Oberoi has still not answered, because I wanted to ask you, Dr. Oberoi, Arvind Kejriwal has now been labelled as a Sanghi. How does it feel?
See, Bharatiya Janata Party will do every kind of dishonest and dirty politics.
Not, for a change, it is not Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me tell you, it is a Congress leader, Sandeep Dixit, who's called him a Sanghi, and it's all over the headlines today.
Bharatiya Janata Party is afraid of Arvind Kejriwal. Bharatiya Janata Party is afraid of
but
Aam
at
Aadmi
least
Party.
refer to a party's leader that you are in alliance with.
Of dirty politics, any kind of
in the country
tactics to win the elections. They will try to defame Arvind
But
Kejriwal.
Dr. Oberoi, again, I must say, you're the queen of digression. You're the queen of digression. You're still not referring to what Sandeep Dixit said. He said that today he's writing a letter to Mr. Mohan Bhagwat that makes him a Sanghi. Is Arvind Kejriwal a Sanghi or is he a rolling stone? Till yesterday.
And this time, Congress and BJP have an official alliance in Delhi. How they can defame Arvind Kejriwal, how they can capture different seats in Delhi. Congress is not even in existence. If we talk about Sandeep Dixit ji, ask them what they have done in last 10 years. Ask BJP what they have done in last 10 years in their own ruling states of Bharatiya Janata Party.
And I'd like to bring in Kushagra. Kushagra, I know you want to make a point, but I just have a very simple question. In fact, Pranab Mukherjee had addressed an RSS event in Nagpur back in the year 2018. Did that make him a Sanghi as well, because he had addressed that RSS event in 2018? Are you going to say that the late Pranab Da was also a Sanghi?
Akanksha, let me clarify one thing here. If Pranab Mukherjee ji, attended our RSS event, he was the ex-president of our country,
right?
And in the entire, in his
so
entire
by that logic, you have a former chief minister of Delhi also.
Let me complete. The entire Delhi and the entire nation knows the moment Arvind Kejriwal, started India Against Corruption, it was backed by RSS, and it has been clearly stated by many people and many earlier participants of IAC and also earlier participant and leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. And second thing, I'm here, I'm openly challenging here. Mr. Sandeep Dixit has clearly challenged Arvind Kejriwal. Let's have an open debate in the New Delhi Assembly or wherever he wants to have a debate with Mr. Sandeep Dixit. Let's figure it out who has done and what we have done in past and what they have done in these 10 or 12 years. So we are very much clear.
No, I'm going to come to that also, what the Congress is doing right now. I'm going to come to that. I have a question about that, but I'd let Pradeep make
Well, Akansha, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are in an official alliance in Chandigarh. They are in an official alliance, and the Congress Party did an official alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party in Lok Sabha. They are two sides of the same coin. And it is too rich of the Aam Aadmi Party to speak about the farmers when the Supreme Court of India quoted and has said, your attitude that the Aam Aadmi Party's government in Punjab is of no reconciliation and you want the farmer Dhalewal to commit a suicide. This is what the Supreme Court had said, and they had pulled up the Punjab government. They are an anti-farmer government. Now I will tell you what we have done before just exposing her. We have till now in the last 10 years given projects worth 54,000 crore in Delhi. We have ensured that under the projects of PM Awas, 29,976 houses have been approved. We have also ensured a loan worth 2.37 lakh crore have been approved in Delhi. So the list is endless. But Shelly, 10 seconds, I will tell you, Shelly, can you name one woman in Punjab that you have deposited 100 rupees also in the last 3 years? Can you give it a guarantee that Delhi receives clean water? You are the responsible for MCD. The landfills are there in Ghazipur, Bhawana, everywhere. This is why the people are going to throw you out.
that those 3 landfills are given by the
अरे
Bharatiya
भैया
Janata
एमसीडी
Party.
में भी अब आपकी
That
सरकार है,
Bharatiya
कचरे के
Janata
ढेर
Party
पूरे दिल्ली
was
के अंदर
only
है।
MCD.
10,000
I have
कंप्लेंट
headed
टूटी
MCD
सड़कों की
for
दिल्ली
2
में आ चुकी
years.
है।
And I know
एक
what
महिला
was
के खाते में
condition at
पैसा
that
नहीं
time.
डाला है आपने।
MCD
Shelly,
employees,
and this is
धरना
another
देते
thing.
थे warehouse
This
के
is the
बाहर,
letter of the
भारतीय
Home
जनता
Minister
पार्टी headquarter के
on
बाहर।
8th August
अब पिछले
2017
एक
to
साल
every
से
state government.
हर
asking
महीने
them to
Kushagra,
take care of
my
the
last
Rohingya.
question now on
पिछले
this
2
debate.
साल के अंदर
Kushagra,
10
I want to
लाख
ask you,
employees को we have
how
recruited.
desperate is
I
the
know the
Congress
condition
to resort to vote bank politics that you will also give a ticket to Delhi riot accused Ishrat Jahan?
Let me clarify one thing. We are here to win the elections because Delhi is eyeing on Congress and Delhi is sick and tired of the theatrics of Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. They both are here to mislead the voters.
But
and
at
they
what
both are here
cost?
to mislead the Delhi. And
Kushagra,
one thing,
at
one
what
thing, because-
cost? At what
because
cost? Ishrat Jahan?
Ishrat Jahan has been like, it's a party decision, and the other
No,
thing
he
is
is
that
backing a writer being given a ticket to win an election. No, he's officially
You are-
said that in a,
you
to
are
win an
under the Home
election,
Ministry,
he will give writer
and
a
under
ticket.
Congress rule,
to win
there
an
was
election
not
will
a
give
single
terror
riot
accused a
happened
ticket.
in
This
Delhi.
is why Congress is
और
an
आप बात
anti-national
कर रहे
party.
हैं rights की।
So he is proven also you are an
2020 में
anti-national
दिल्ली
party.
में दंगे हुए तो आपकी
अरे तो दिल्ली
सरकार
में
की,
दंगे हुए
आपके गृह
आम आदमी
मंत्रालय ने
पार्टी
क्या
के साथ,
किया
इशरत जहां
और आपकी
कांग्रेस
होम
पार्टी के
मिनिस्ट्री
साथ।
ने क्या किया?
आपने कह दिया कि अगर आपकी
इलेक्शन की
सरकार आएगी तो
सरकार में
दिल्ली में
कांग्रेस के
दंगाइयों को
10 साल
टिकट
के
देंगे।
शासन में आज
You
तक
have
एक
said,
बार भी दिल्ली में दंगा
Akansha,
नहीं
I
हुआ
think
था।
on your show,
और
Congress has
केजरीवाल के
admitted
रहते
it
हुए
will
राज्य
take
सरकार
support
और
of writers to
सरकार
win Delhi.
बीजेपी में रहते
And
हुए
Aam Aadmi Party
दिल्ली
did
में
the Delhi
दंगा हुआ,
riots
answerable आप
2020.
लोग हैं और आप लोग क्वेश्चन
अरे आप लोग क्या अब उनके साथ में alliance में
But-
भूल
but-
गए?
आप
No,
alliance
it's
आप पे भी
deeply
बात कर रहे हैं।
unfortunate. It's
National
deeply
issues पे हमारा
unfortunate.
alliance
I'd like to
बात
close with
कीजिए। बात नहीं हो रही
Smita
है।
Prakash's
बात
thoughts.
national issues की नहीं हो
Smita,
रही है।
tomorrow if I were to ask the Aam Aadmi Party or say even the Congress Party about the AIMIM giving Delhi rioters tickets, they'll be attacking the AIMIM. Today you hear what the Congress has to say in its defense. What do you make of the kind of vote bank politics? Till yesterday, it was promises being made to the Maulvis, which have still not been, fulfilled. Now it is the Granthis and the Pujaris. The Pujaris want to know what's the guarantee that their promises will be made. I'm now asking about vote bank politics, which is dominating Delhi's agenda.
Yes, I think it's very hard for even the Congress spokespersons on various channels to defend this ticket distribution that has happened. It's hard for anybody to defend this kind of polarized campaigning, polarized election that is happening. Unfortunately, it is something that we have been witnessing in this city, in Delhi, state, city, whatever you want to call it, for quite some time now. And really, people want a change. People want this ugliness to be over with. And somehow, as I said, issues get pushed back. I mean, we are given this ad nauseum that, oh, it's the farmers issue and aap annadata hai and things like that. And na aap saans le sakte hain, na hum saans le sakte hain. And it's all because everybody knows the parali burning, but nobody will say anything. Nobody will say anything, So, and that the water you're drinking is bad, the soil is bad, the air is bad. Nobody will say anything.
The fact of the matter is, no welfare scheme, no freebie can assure you clean
can
air
you
to
just give
breathe.
me a minute,
And I'll have to, in fact, end it with that since I'm running short of time. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on Brass Tacks.